Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network, as well as our own channel, Broncos Buzz on YouTube. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to the emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, his comments, my comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. He is Kona Spence. I am Bronco Bill. You guys are the backbone of the show. Thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate it each and every Friday. Spence, before we get into the show, how the heck was your week?
Oh, good. It was a good week. Feels good. Getting ready for my daughter's 9th birthday party celebration. So Casa de la Chaos in full force today. But how was your week, Bill?
Well, I have no 9-year-old daughter. I do have an 8-year-old granddaughter, but her birthday is not until, wait a minute, this is September? Oh my gosh, her birthday is next month. Oh yeah. Then I got my grandsons in December. Then we got Christmas. But anyways, I don't want to focus on that right now because I don't have that issues going on. Week was fine. A little bit cooler weather. Hope you had that as well. Next week's going to be back in the 90s, so just prepare. Anyways, had a great week so far. Obviously, we've had a great week. The Broncos won on Sunday. We'll get into that on our first topic. But until then, let's get into the chat. Go ahead and comment on that if you would.
Terry Spence. Oh, hi, Bill. I'm sad that Del Mar is ended. We're all sad that Del Mar's ended. There's one more race at Los Alamitos. Terry, I couldn't look at it. Any selections? Love the show. Keep up the great work. Go Broncos. Final score, Denver 24, Indy 7. Ooh, interesting.
Thank you. I don't. We'll get into that at the end of the show. Now, the main topic is offense looks to rebound against the Colts. Guys, stick around. That is going to be the last topic of the show because we got other things to get into. We don't want to bypass. Well, and Spencer's got stuff to get into. So that you know how that works. Okay. Broncos Titans recap. Mm-hmm. Yes, the Broncos won 20-12, but it was an ugly win. And the reason why I say it was ugly is because Bo Nix did not look like a mid-season form. Okay, guys, hold your barbs. I know it was the first game of the season, but the bottom line is they didn't have enough reps in the preseason to get into regular season form. So my point is this. Is this going to be a carryover into the Colts game on the road in Indy, Dome Stadium, hostile environment? We will talk about that at the end of the show. That being said, my point is this. The defense literally gave the Broncos a chance to win this game. The defense cannot constantly do this week in and week out. I have a comment about what Sean Payton said about Bo Nix on the next segment. But before we get to that, Spence, what do you think about that?
First of all, Lucas Oil Stadium has a retractable roof. So it is a dome, but it was open for the game against Miami. So looking forward to the Broncos going to there. I'll say this. The defense did their job. They gave up only a total of 133 total yards. That was passing, rushing, minus sacks. They didn't let the Tennessee Titans get in the end zone, gave up 4 field goals. The defense looks like they're ready to go and are going to drive. The offense, it's the same story as last year. Slow start, picked it up in the late second quarter, second half. You hit it right up. You hit the nail on the head with the hammer big time. Bo Nix and this offense did not get enough reps in the preseason. This is the one thing we called out Sean Payton for. I know you don't want to put your top commodity at risk. You don't want to risk in him getting injured or something happen. But he's got to get up to NFL speed, and playing only 2 series in one preseason game, 3 series in another, 5 series before getting your first NFL game. That's not enough reps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to them going to Indianapolis, having a much more stiffer test. Tennessee's defense did present some problems. So I give Tennessee's defense some credit for posing some problems to the Denver offense. They're going to have to learn and figure it out, but we'll go from there. But I'll take away a win. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough points since the spread was 8.5 and not 8. But we're looking at wins and losses. A win is a win. I'm proud of the Broncos. Very, very proud of that defense. They look in midseason form. And as I've said before, that defense is going to carry us a very, very long ways throughout the season.
Okay, before we get to the chat, so don't bring that up yet. Before we get to the chat, your comment about the defense cannot carry us the entire way. I totally agree. That's why the Broncos offense needs to pick it up. This schedule, these games are not going to get any easier.
Oh, no.
Tennessee came out bringing everything that they had and threw it everything they had at the Broncos, and they barely lost. And I know 8 points is not barely, but if you look at the entire game, it could have shifted. If the Broncos had not gotten those 6 sacks, if the Broncos had not gotten those 2 fumbles, things could have been drastically different because Denver turned the ball over 4 times. Do you realize that the Broncos are the only team in the NFL history to win a game by giving up 4 turnovers to the opposing team? First time ever. And yet they won. Why? Because the Broncos defense. But the defense can't sustain this. It's not sustainable. We've proven that's been proven years and years and years with the Broncos and other teams. Okay? That's all we're going to say. This cannot continue. We'll get to the Broncos Colts game at the end of the show, but we do have a topic about what Sean Payton said about Bo Nix. But before we get to that, what in the world do you make of that, Spence? From Daniel Miller says Deion Sanders is expected to be fired by Colorado University tonight. I have not heard that.
Not sure I heard that, but this I just verified. Pat Shurmur has been fired.
You verified that?
Pat Shurmur has been fired from his position as head coach of the New York Giants.
New York Giants? No. You're talking about fired by CU.
Oh, okay. Then I'm mixing it up. But anyways, yeah, we're getting off topic here. Deion Sanders expected to be fired by CU tonight. No. That if CU fires Deion Sanders, they're going to take a huge financial hit. Substantial.
I'm gonna go mute for a minute. Hang on.
Yeah. Huge financial hit. I mean, Deion Sanders is bringing in a lot of revenue to CU. That's not just football revenue by him being an icon there. So for him to get fired right away, I doubt it. But you want to know something, Daniel? That was game 1. Let's see what happens the rest of the year.
All right, here it is. It says, no, the University of Colorado is not expected to fire Deion Sanders. He signed a 5-year, $54 million contract extension through March 2025, which runs through the 2029 season. There you go.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. CU, and since Colorado University is a state university, that means the state of Colorado, the residents there is going to have to eat that contract. He's not getting fired right away. So
okay, well, I mean, stranger things have happened, but I just brought that up. So I just asked if Deion Sanders was going to be fired tonight by Colorado University, and it was emphatic no. Go ahead, Jack Kenna.
Yeah, Kenna, hit those like buttons. Can crack a beer. Amen to that. As you can see,
cheers.
Jack, I've only had one beer.
Spence.
I've only had one, just one.
In dog beers.
Cheers, Bill and Spence. Cheers to you, Jack.
Now, wait a minute. if you're doing dog, don't you have to lap it like this? Don't you have to do that?
You know what? Madungus is going to record that and make a
I
video.
know.
And I think
I
you're
know
in
he
big
is.
trouble.
I know he is. I don't give a frosty either way. Okay.
Denver
check in.
defense is that good to make up for the offense not pulling their part. Yeah, we kind of
only a game.
Yeah, but we kind of saw this and we kind of predicted this in the preseason when the first stringers on offense didn't get enough run. They only got 5 series together as a unit, not fully together as a unit. So they're still getting up to NFL speed. They might need another game or 2 to really for that offense to get up to speed. That's the one challenge in preseason football is how much reps do you get the offensive team, but the risk of putting them all out there and getting injuries. I mean, all of us know what happened in Atlanta to Michael Vick. So
my brother-in-law from Las Vegas says, hello there, guys. Kona and William. What am I?
William.
Every time I heard the name William, it either comes from my wife, which means I'm in trouble, or my mom and dad. Anyway, thanks, Rudy, for being in. I guess so. But thanks for being in chat. Really do appreciate it. Jack says he just cracked number 2.
All right. I am getting halfway through number 2.
Okay, so I have to ask Jack this. Just curious. Just completely curious. Jack, are you predominantly a beer connoisseur, drinker, whatever? Or do you like, the only reason why I said Jack is because I'm thinking of Jack Daniels. So I'm just wondering if you like anything like that. Just curious. Don't have to comment. It's okay. Just thought I'd throw that. Daniel Miller says, are we worried about Sean Payton calling plays since it doesn't seem like he knows how to do it now? I have comments on that, but go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I Daniel, you bring up a good point. This is something we as fans vocalize. Sean Payton starts out the season conservative, and then starts opening up the playbook as the offense starts blending together. So again, a win is a win. If we had lost that game, then everybody would be all over Sean Payton right now. But let's just see if the offense can start growing up. And here's what we may not know right now until a few more games. Is Tennessee Titans defense that good? I mean, did they come and play their hearts out and really stick it to us and expose some of what we've got in our offense, some of the lacks that we have? So we may not see that until we see another game from Tennessee or 2, but the offense just needs more reps, more time, and the playbook needs to get opened up.
True. All right. Speaking of Sean Payton and the Broncos offense, Jack Kent said, yes, beer Sierra Nevada. I like Sierra Nevada. It's good. I like wine too. I like a good red Cabernet. Love a good Cabernet.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a good red medium rare steak. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, medium rare, but a little bit more on the rare side. Oh, I like that. Oh, I love. Oh.
I'm torn between rare. Well, how about this? For a New York strip steak, I go rare. For a filet mignon, I go medium rare.
Do you like prime rib?
Yes.
I love prime rib. Oh my gosh, with the au jus on there and the
horseradish.
Oh,
the raw horseradish.
Oh,
you gotta go for the
yeah. You can't go for that what's it called? Like not a sauce, but like
the creamy stuff.
No. No.
And my wife thinks I'm nuts, but I get a spoonful of horseradish and I just go, yum.
Dude, you're insane. It just blows my freaking head apart.
No, it clears your sinuses out.
It makes me want it burns like nobody's been. Oh, I got to tell you a story real quick about horseradish. So we were having prime rib my dad and I and our family was having prime rib. And my dad, we had baked potatoes and whatnot. And my dad had sour cream, sour cream on the plate, and he also had horseradish on the plate. Well, they look similar to me. And I said, "Hey, Dad, can I have some of that?" I don't know. I was an early teenager. I said, "Dad, can I have some of that?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." And I said, "Oh, good." I took a big scoop and put it on my potato. Dude,
Yeah.
it was horseradish. I scooped in that thing with the potato. Oh, my dad goes, "What'd you grab?" I said, "Right there." He goes, "I could hardly breathe, dude." For like, oh my gosh, it burned. My ears hurt, my eyes hurt, my nose hurt. I thought I was going to die. My dad, but here's the funny part. My dad was laughing his freaking butt off. He's like, "Dude, that's so funny." I said, "No, it ain't." My mom was mad at him. She goes, "Honey, that's not funny. He could have," anyways, he could have died, whatever.
The secret to horseradish, don't breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your nose. If you breathe through your nose, then it doesn't get up into your eyeballs, your optical nerves, all those things. It stays
Really?
in your sinuses. Yeah, take a bite and then just go.
Oh wow, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, where people get problems with horseradish is they breathe through their mouth.
Well, yeah,
My Uncle
because
John taught me that.
You want the most oxygen, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, well, I learned something new. But now I gotta cook. Now I gotta cook me a nice prime rib to rib. Oh,
David Yonkin.
Juice. What's up? What do you say? Oh, David Yonkin says, "Even everyone we going 2-0 this week." I hope so. We'll get into that. See, I agree with it. Rodney Garcia, nice to have you.
Rodney, welcome to the show.
Says, if the defense continues to carry this team, they will eventually burn out and injuries will soon build up. I agree 1,000%. Absolutely. That's what I've been saying.
But at the same time, our twos in the preseason did play their behinds off and did very well. So we do have the coverage per se right now. But I agree with you, Rodney. If we keep depending on that defense over and over and over again, there's going to come a time where they're just going to get used and abused. I'll give you an example. Late in last year against Cleveland, our defense was so dominant, but against Cleveland on a Monday night, we gave up 500 yards, 35 points, came through and got the victory. But at the same time, you don't want to put your defense in that position.
True. Jack Ken says, "Bill, on taking horseradish versus sour cream." Yeah, I was a kid, okay? I was like,
hey, I put
early teen or something, but man, I'll never forget that. My dad laughed his head off. So, oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Oh, hello. You got a fan. Avatar.
Oh my gosh, Avatar, I have not seen you in over a year. My goodness, my friend, where have you been? Yes, I've missed you. Absolutely, I've missed you. My gosh, Avatar, thank you so much for coming back. Said, "Howdy, Bronco Bill. Did you miss me?" 1,000,000,000%. Yes, I missed you 1,000,000,000%. Thanks for coming back, man. Really do appreciate it. Wow. That's totally cool. That is totally cool.
Thank you, Rodney. Great show, gents.
Oh, there you go. I appreciate that, Rodney. Thank you so much, man. Love it.
Yeah, and then Dave's got a great comment when it comes to horseradish. Faith is what you need, Bill. Believe in the horseradish. Believe in it. Have faith.
I think he's talking about the Broncos.
That too.
Just saying. Just saying. Oh, Avatar says, "I'm good. Just had some dental done." Well, I'm glad that you don't need to speak unless you have to. But Avatar, man, God, I'm serious, dude. I am serious. You made my whole night. You really did. You made my whole night. Love doing the show. Love seeing the familiar faces in the chat. Love seeing the regulars. Like when I go to the golf course and I see the regulars, I appreciate seeing them because I miss them. I miss them because I feel like it's family. And you guys are family to us. You really are. You absolutely really are.
Thank you guys for coming on our show every Friday night and being part of the happy hour.
David Yonkin, going back to the whole sour cream and horseradish thing. David Yonkin says, when I was 6, I thought sour cream was ice cream. Well, it's kind of like the same thing. I mean, it's still cream, just a different texture, whatever. But no, horseradish is completely different than both of those. Guaranteed. Oh my gosh.
But it clears those sinuses out. That's always a good thing.
And burns it to the bone.
Rudy said, Bill, horseradish, you've got to take a positive approach. Horseradish is good for you. Clears the sinuses, clears the system out. If you think horseradish is bad, then you're going to have a negative thought of it. Rudy, you're right.
No, I love horseradish. Rudy said, by the way, William again? Horseradish is awesome. Use your head, Bill. Horseradish is all. Yes, I know horseradish is good. I love it. It's just I took a big scoop of it. And when you take a big scoop of it and you're expecting sour cream and you get waken up, it's a whole different ballgame, man. Whole different ballgame. No, David, you're right. Horseradish does not taste the same, or I should say sour cream and ice cream don't taste the same. You're right. Absolutely. Man, we're having fun with the guys in chat. We're having fun, man. I don't know.
I love bringing up stuff like this.
Whoa. Time out. Rudy says he has an appointment on 29th for what is it? Arterial surgery?
Yeah, getting his arteries cleaned out. Oh man, Rudy. Hey, best wishes for you, man. You know what?
Oh my God.
Just
I didn't need that tonight, Rudy.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It means they're catching it right now and they're taking care of it. Rudy, good that you're getting this done. Good that you're going to get this cleaned out and take the proper steps afterwards to make sure they're clean. All good. All good here. That's all
my
right.
brother-in-law. That's my brother-in-law, by the way, man. My brother-in-law.
Hey, and well wishes. Hope you recover well, Rudy, and sending prayers.
That's from Rodney.
Yeah, you're D.
You're D-titty. You're D-titty. I'm not D-titty.
Yeah.
All right.
Prayers from Jack.
Rudy says, "Thanks, guys." Yeah, absolutely. But
no problem. You actually, now you got me thinking. I actually
eat asparagus with A1 sauce.
Ooh.
You know what? That might be good.
Now you got me.
Does everybody know that when you go to the bathroom with asparagus, it has a weird flavor?
Yeah.
Never mind. Going on.
Douglas is editing the video for you right now.
I meant smell. Never mind. Oh my gosh! We turned this whole show into
pop another beer, my friend. It's tap that keg hour.
Oh man, dude. No, David. David said no. My brother said that sour cream was ice cream. No, I didn't mean sour cream with ice cream. I mean it's both cream. They're different textures. I get it. Different flavors. I know. Whole bit.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Avatar said I've done the same for what? No, I mean Jack Kenneth says Avatar. I've done the same. I don't know what that means.
Okay. No, asparagus with A1 sauce.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Going back to the second topic. We've already been 25 minutes in the show, and we're on the second topic. So welcome to a 4-hour show, guys. Hang on. I'm just kidding.
The wife might march in here in the 1 hour and 15 minute mark and go pull my shirt and go tie it. That's it. A beat. And that's all, folks.
David Johnson. I did. We go to the bathroom with Bill.
No. Okay. La.
Oh my gosh. Okay. The Broncos won. We're talking about the game against the Broncos and the Titans, and what Sean Payton felt about Bo Nix. Here we go. Sean Payton was asked, "What are your feelings about the way Bo Nix handled the game against Titans?" He said the Broncos won last Sunday, and Sean Payton had some words about Nix's performance. And I quote, "Well, we won. That's the first thing we think about." Okay, but the bigger picture. I continue quoting. "I thought he hung in there. All right. He battled. It's pretty usual for week one. A lot of different looks that we saw. I thought he played really well in the second half, and we won the game," end quote. Was that about as vanilla as you can get? He didn't say a dang thing in support, and he really didn't say anything in regards to coming into week two. He said, "Well, I thought he played really well second half." We did the entire game from Bo Nix, not just the second half. What if the Broncos were trailing 24-3 and Bo Nix enters the second half and they only score, 20 points? We lose 24-23. You can't have one half of a game. You have to play the entire 60 minutes. The defense, thank goodness, they did. The offense, not so much. I'm concerned about a much different, much tougher team in Indy this coming Sunday in reflection to what Sean Payton said about Bo Nix. That bothers me. What do you say?
No, and you want to know something? A coach is there to provide motivation and to push a positive reinforcement. We could dwell on how bad that first half was, how, the offense didn't look good, the defense didn't. And you want to know something? We were like horse racing. Terry, if you're watching, like horse racing. We closed out the game. We came from behind. We finished strong. The defense was there. Bo Nix started throwing some good passes, started making some good plays. Slow start, better finish. So let's dwell on the positive here that Bo Nix looked good in the second half. He was starting to get his rhythm. He made some good passes. He made some good connections. Still had a bad interception, but let's dwell on the positives and look forward to Indy. Essentially, let me translate what Sean Payton said. While the defense helped us escape with a victory, the offense is going to need help, but it looked good in the second half.
Okay.
But as a coach, you want to dwell on the positive. You want to look forward. You want to be able to promote positivity, reinforcement for the teams moving forward to next week when you go on the road to Indy.
Okay. Rodney Garcia says, "Who are you guys thinking will be the difference maker on the defense and will be the biggest impact, PS2 or Pittman?" I say PS2.
PS2.
PS2. I mean, come on. He's a defensive player of the year. I mean, he's not regressing. If anything, he's getting better. In fact, how many passes were thrown his way from Tennessee? Yeah. How many were completed?
0.
Exactly. That's the reason why I put my money on PS2. Jack Cannon says, Spence, question. Bill is William when he is in trouble. Are you Spencer when you're in trouble?
No, I'm one of two words, a colorful metaphor or a 4-letter word.
Do you care to elaborate on either one?
Nah. Anna might come in and elaborate.
Oh, I bet she would.
I bet she would. Hey, we got new Mike Taylor. Welcome.
Mike Taylor, welcome.
Mike Naylor. I apologize. Mike Naylor.
Oh, Naylor. Well, see, I followed your thought. Bo will bounce back this week. He always plays great after a bad game. Didn't he have 3 bad games to start the season last year? I know he was a rookie.
but this is Mike's optimism. Let's think positive for going to Indy. All right. He didn't have the best 60 minutes. He had maybe a good 35 minutes of the game. Now we need to bounce back with a full 60-minute game. But no, Mike, thank you so much for your opinion. We appreciate it. Bring it on. Give us some more.
David Young says there are some Colts defensive players ruled out for Sunday's game. I didn't see that.
2 prominent ones.
Wow. Okay. Good. We'll take all the advantage we can get. Wow. Rodney Garcia says he wants to see more play action. Do you agree?
Yes. Well, okay. There were some play action in the first half, but that didn't work out too well. I mean, I think if I had it right here, he only completed 60% of his passes. But it was the running game that just didn't get going. And once the running game has more success, then the play action pass game will have more success.
Well, Sean Payton, and I didn't bring it in on that topic, but I do have it stored up in my head. Sean Payton did say that he needs to call a better game. He put the hands in he put the ball in Bo Nix's hands because he wanted Bo Nix to start out solid and start out strong. That didn't materialize. He said, I need to go back to what I do best. I need to run the mother frickin' ball, and that's basically what David Young is saying. Sean needs to write down on his paperwork, run the damn ball. Absolutely.
Amen to that.
And that's what Sean Payton said that he's going to do. Can they do that against the Colts?
I think they can.
Is it a possibility? I mean, to get positive yards?
Well, that may lead to our next topic here, which Mike brings in. And I truly believe that Miami is a total disaster. Oh, yes, they are. The Dolphins quit on their Colts. The Colts will have a real test this week. Amen to that.
Let's hope. Let's just hope that the Broncos offense can move the ball and do what they need to do productively, because you can't keep the defense out there for a very long time. They're going to break down. There's no doubt about it. Johnny Linares.
Yeah, Johnny, how you doing?
Who used to work at the golf course. He decided to go into a different avenue. But I still welcome you, Johnny. Love you, man. Not to go off topic here, fellas, but how about that Geno Smith performance last Sunday? Raiders.
No,
it's funny you mentioned that, Johnny, because we do have that topic, just not right away. So stick around, keep listening, keep watching. We will get into it. It's going to be a great topic you're going to enjoy. I promise.
Johnny, I will
you.
tell you this. I had a nice financial gain on your Raiders, so thank you very much. I picked them on this show, knew they would go into New England and take care of business.
By the way,
you guys got this week now.
By the way, I'm going to throw this out while Johnny is watching and listening. Johnny, listen to what I'm saying. I know I already talked to you about this. I know what your answer is, but I'm going to throw it out there on the show live. Spence, we've already agreed, and Jack Kenna has already agreed to be on the show as a guest for the bye week that the Broncos have this year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're in agreement with me?
Oh, absolutely. Right? It might be a boat race of beers between Jack and I.
Guess what? I asked Johnny if he'd be willing to come on too, as part of the Raiders not against the Broncos, but Raiders Broncos bye week. Raiders may not have a bye week, but that's okay because it's a Friday show. Johnny said he is willing to come on. So it's going to be Johnny Linares and Raider Jack, you and I on the bye week. You guys don't miss it. It's going to be fun. We're going to recap the first half of the season. It's going to be a fun time. So Johnny, just wanted to throw that out there. You are 100% welcome to be on the show on Broncos Buzz on the Broncos bye week. All right, there we go.
Amen.
Let's see. Well, Rodney Garcia says one key player of the Colts defense is DeForest Buckner. We need to keep our eyes on. I don't know what position he plays, but why are we?
Linebacker.
Okay, so he's a very, very solid guy then. Very impactful person then. Daniel Miller does come back and retract what he put up. Breaking news: no Dion or Pat Shurmur on Colorado CU sidelines in the second quarter. Ooh,
defensive lineman. DeForest Buckner is a defensive lineman.
Okay, but breaking news: no Deion Sanders or Pat Shurmur on Colorado University sidelines in the second quarter. Wow.
Okay.
But I didn't see where they got fired.
Nothing yet, but anyways, D-Rock.
D-Rock is in the house. Nice to have you, D-Rock. Always love seeing you, man. Always love seeing you.
Big Bill Spence.
Wow, that goes. Wow. Hey,
no, I don't care. Thank you, Jack.
Oh, Jack, always appreciate it, man. Always appreciate it. He loves this show. It would be an honor. You're absolutely welcome to be on the show. Absolutely welcome. Yeah, obviously, man. I mean, come on. You've been a strong supporter. Why would we want it any other way? So, yeah, definitely would love to have you on there. No doubt about it. Plus, you know what? It would be great to just banter back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? And Spence is in total agreement with me. Our show is not about putting down other shows, other teams, other people. Our show is about elevating other shows, other people, other teams. Okay? We're not saying that we're Raider fans, but we're saying we welcome Raider fans because guess what? You're in our division. We can't control how the Broncos play. If the Broncos go 0-16, is that on us? No, that's not on us. That's on them. So, you know, we are an equal opportunity welcomer because we welcome other opinions, other thoughts, other perspectives. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. All right. David says, okay, guys. Got to take my meds. Have fun. David, thank you so much once again for always being in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Take care of yourself, my friend. Take care of yourself. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday for the neighborhood. If not, look forward to you seeing next Friday. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Take good care of yourself. Talk to you soon, guys.
Body armor for you. Good, healthy with better health drinks. Who cares about that gate stuff or that other things? Body armor, good health drink.
Almost. Not even close to almost sponsored by Body Armor. Anyway, all right. The Buffalo Bills. Here we go. This is gonna totally ruffle my feathers because you can't have it both freaking ways, guys. You can't have it both ways. You don't have a double standard. It's okay for me to do it, but you can't do it. B freaking S, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm getting wound up on this, guys. And I've only touching the surface of other stuff I'm getting wound up. But here we go. A Buffalo Bills fan from the stands pushed Lamar Jackson, and Jackson retaliates by pushing the fan back. Due to the fan's actions, that fan has been banned from all Bills games and all NFL stadiums. Wait a minute.
Good.
There's 32 NFL stadiums. He's in one freaking stadium. Hang on. However, Jackson didn't receive even a slap on the wrist for his actions. Now, here's where I'm going to go off, guys. Here's where I'm going to go off. Okay? Yes, the fan reached over and slapped him on the helmet and pushed his face mask. Okay, Okay. Jackson then pushes the fan backwards. He falls back into his chair. And the fan is suspended for indefinitely from the NFL, any stadium. But Lamar Jackson doesn't even receive a freaking slap on the wrist. No fine. No suspension. Nothing. Wait a minute. A player catching a touchdown or running a touchdown jumps into the stands, and what do the fans do? Bang him on the freaking head. And that's okay. That's okay. Explain to me, Spence, how that's okay.
Okay, so essentially there is that line between where the fans are and the field of play. The Baltimore receiver crossed that line. So when he crossed that line, he basically engages with the fans and is subject to what happens there. Lamar never crossed that line, never went beyond the wall into the fans, into the audience, crossed that line. The fan is the one who crossed that line. Now, did Lamar go a little far with the retaliation? That's subject to your opinion. I think of this. Lamar just pushed him out of the way. It's like, enough. Lamar probably got a little slap on the wrist for being overly aggressive. But essentially the fan crossed the line. The fan instigated the contact, and Lamar was just defending his turf and his point perspective. Two wrongs don't make a right here, but I sympathize with Lamar's reaction because as a fan, when you are aggressive toward a player who's not engaging and going after you or attacking you or doing something like that, then you're protecting your own self. There's self-defense there. So for the NFL to be able to come down with a punishment, a fine, you can't really do that because Lamar did not instigate this. Lamar was not the aggressor in this perspective. It was the fan who was the aggressor. I applaud the NFL for banning this fan because you want to send a message to the fans. Do not cross that line. When you cross that line, you're going to be subject to penalties. Now, for the Baltimore receiver who went into the stands, he's fair game because he crossed that line. But Lamar Jackson never really crossed that line. So no harm, no foul, no penalty. I understand. And by the way, Daniel, I see Deion Sanders on the sidelines right now for the Colorado game.
Okay, so I will give that to you. I will appreciate your comments and respect your comments and agree with your comments to a point. The point that I disagree with is, well, I shouldn't say disagree, is that Lamar Jackson did say that he did cross the line. He should never have pushed the fan. He should have just walked away. Right. That the reaction of him being pushed in the face caused him to react, and he said he's extremely sorry. He will do his best never to do that again and just walk away from any situation. I also understand that fans should not throw anything on the field at players at all. I get that. This is not what that fan did, but the fan did, hit him on the helmet and push his face mask like this. And I understand that is a move that is totally banning of a fan and from the NFL. I get that. I respect that. But my thought is, why didn't any type of not suspension, but any type of comment from the NFL in regards to what Jackson did? That was my comment. Why didn't the NFL come out and say, okay, you cannot retaliate. You just need to walk away. I mean, he's in football pads. How hard is this fan going to hurt him? He's not. The only way he's going to hurt him if he threw something at him, but he didn't. But I'm not condoning what the fan did. What I'm saying is, why didn't the NFL at least come out and make a statement in regards to Lamar Jackson? If they did, I didn't hear it. So that's I throw that out there already. I didn't hear it. If they did, that's my point.
Zell who? Yeah, through Zell. I'll do that right away. Sorry, the boss came in there. No, and you want to know something? I'll bet you anything. This is what happens. Publicly, they just said we support our NFL teams. Privately, they probably slapped his wrist and it's like, come on, Lamar, you are one of the faces of the NFL. You've got to be more professional than that. But at the same time, you can't really fault for someone reacting that way to a fan who was the aggressor.
Ooh.
He could have thrown a punch. He could have done something. Yeah, natural reaction.
Great comment, Jack.
Where was the security? Well, we probably didn't see it after that. But Jack, in anything, this is why you cannot publicly condemn him, because what you're doing is then you're encouraging the fans. Oh, I can do that. I can do that a lot more. And if he reacts, then I've got some legal action, or I got something else.
True.
You cannot publicly condemn a man for self-defending himself at all.
Yeah. No, good point. See, I thought I had something else. Wow. Daniel Miller says ESPN has been talking about Deion's future, and they aren't sure he's coaching next week. And well, we'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to know something? This is what Deion Sanders wants. He wants publicity. He wants people talking about him, good, bad, indifferent. Publicity. And that's what sells tickets at Colorado. And this is what keeps him fully active job. Oh, hey, Jimin. How you doing?
Jimin 819 says, hi, guys. Is Tampa Bay playing tonight? Tampa Bay Friday.
Devil Rays, yes. The Rays are playing tonight. The Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Are Jimin, are you excited for hockey and looking for the hockey season? I mean, training camp's about to get started. So
yeah, Colorado Avalanche, baby.
You mean the Quebec Nordiques?
Right there, baby. The big A. The big A.
I don't. Hang on.
What?
Daniel, we are all praying as Rockies fans. And yes, I have got an insider on this who works with the Rockies who has told me the same thing, that the Walter Penner Group an offer. Now, it's not official, but they made an offer, and if they buy out the Rockies, you're going to see a 180 flip on the culture of the Rockies.
Dude, on the heels, and we got this coming up. I'm not gonna spoil that topic. But Stan Kroenke owns the Avalanche, and he owns the Rams.
No, and Avalanche, and he owns the Nuggets.
I mean Nuggets. I'm sorry,
yep.
Avalanche and Nuggets. If the Walton Penner ownership group owning the Broncos can own the Rockies, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That would be the absolute best thing to ever happen to Colorado sports. Ever. It would be an absolute, and I know that I'm probably going to go way out on a limb, but you would see the Rockies in the playoffs constantly. You would see the Broncos in the playoffs constantly. You would see the Nuggets, who already are in the playoffs constantly, and you would see the Avalanche who are already in the playoffs constantly. Oh my gosh, it would be an absolute dream come freaking true. Oh my gosh. I'm a Cubs fan, guys. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan, But you know what? I would love to see the Rockies win a World Series. Love to see the Rockies win a World Series.
I'm
Broncos
getting,
Super Bowl, Avalanche Stanley Cup, Rockies World Series, and Broncos Super Bowl. Come on,
and
man.
I
Don't
am
get better than that.
a
Don't get better.
lifelong Colorado Rockies fan. Ever since the Senate started their developing and gave them permission for the group to put together in the late 80s. Oh, D-Rog. Yeah. Bandwagon. Huh? All right. Next.
D-Rock, it's okay. Hey. We like D-Rock. It's okay if you like the Dodgers.
I know.
It's okay if you like the Dodgers. It's
I
fine.
agree. Go Dodgers. Go NL West.
There you go.
There we go.
Good. There you go. Yeah, because you know what? We can't control if they win or lose. We can't control who owns them or not. You know? Daniel Miller said, I completely stopped paying attention to the Rockies. I don't trust our former interim manager right now. Guess what? If the Walton Penner ownership group takes them over, you're going to like them, Daniel. You're going to like them a lot.
You will like them a lot. They will bring a winning attitude back to Coors Field that we haven't seen since the McMasters family, who owned the Rockies.
Yeah.
And my Uncle John, who had a 0.01 ownership of the Rockies for a little while.
Daniel Miller talking about Rockies says, I've heard there's been a deal in place for at least a year.
I've asked my buddy who just can't tell me anything, but if there's a deal in place, amen. You want to know something? Coors Field will be the biggest party come opening day 2026, if that's the case. So looking forward to it.
Holy smokes, man. Madungus, who was just at the Broncos game last Sunday, said he's looking to go to Lucas Oil Stadium with his kids
soon.
This coming Sunday.
Wow. All right. Daniel Miller wants us to talk about the new stadium.
We're getting to that. We're going to get to that. But I got some other things to get to.
Do it now. Pull it forward.
All right. Good.
It's for Daniel. And Daniel, we've been talking about this for 3 months.
All right. Let me get to this. Then I'll get to the other topics I have. But got a jackass of the week.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. This is just for you, Daniel, because you asked for it. The Denver Broncos have made it official that they are planning for a new stadium located at Burnham Yards. It's a 58-acre site, but the Broncos ownership group wants or needs a 90-acre site. So they're looking into buying other property around the area and keeping it primarily historic with the yard, using some original, keeping some original buildings that are there to preserve the history and the heritage of Burnham Yards. Let me continue. The stadium will have you guys are not going to like this, but listen to what it says. The stadium will have a retractable roof, not a solid roof. I've read many comments from people, Broncos are ruining the fact that we have outside elements. Dude, if you have a retractable roof, guess what? You have outside element. Milwaukee Brewers have a retractable roof. The Arizona Cardinals have a retractable roof. The Dallas Cowboys, well, never mind. They don't even know what a retractable roof is. They just got to open it. Anyways, but if you have a retractable roof, you can open it to allow the elements in, like a nice sunny day. It's not going to be like an open stadium, completely open stadium like Mile High, but you can't have that with a retractable roof because you have to have some structure and stability. Okay? So understand, we are moving forward. the Broncos are trying to bring the best of both worlds. A retractable roof allows the fans to enjoy the outside, but if there's elements out there that make it impossible to play, like heavy snow, then it's closed. Okay, let me continue. A retractable roof per the Walton Penner ownership group. That's what they've agreed on. The stadium is planned to be ready for the 2031 season. Guys, I'm 67 years old. 2031 is 6 years from now. I'm going to be 63 or 73 years old. I'll be doing this show like this, fans. Yay, welcome to the Broncos, Bronco fan. No, hopefully not. Hopefully I'll still have my voice. But do you understand, Spence, does that make any sense to you that a retractable roof is exactly what they have to have?
Yeah. And you want to know something? They're trying to protect against all the elements. Now, am I going to miss going to that 1985 Chargers Broncos game where there was an absolute snowstorm that demolished the stands, and we did more snowball fights in the stands than actually watching the football game? I just remember sledding down the aisle up against the fence, and look, this in this day and age, you want to maximize value and you want to create value. The purpose for them purchasing this property and the surrounding areas is because they want to control the stadium, the hotels, the restaurants, the bars, everything else like that. We have talked about this so many times. Back in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s, owning a sports franchise, you focused on the sports franchise. Now it's a sports entertainment business. So you have a sports franchise, but you want to control the hotels so that the road team comes and stays in your hotel. You make money on that. All the fans come there. You want to control the restaurants. So you're making money on that. You want to control the bowling alleys, the golf courses. My wife texting me, you want to she controls that.
You want to control that.
I can't control that. But this is business now. You want to control all these entities so that you're getting constant revenue when the season's going, but even in the off season, you can still use the facilities for other perspectives. It's not just sports franchise ownership, it's sports business ownership. So I applaud what the Walton family is doing. I think if there's anybody who's got a good business model to create success, they have certainly got it. And especially up in the Colorado area, they can really bring it to a full, big, spectacular revenue making and fan experience.
Well, here's the thing I didn't bring in, and I'm glad you brought this up. There is zero tax to taxpayer, to citizens in Colorado. It's going to be fully funded privately by the Walton Penner ownership group, as well as maybe outside contributions, but nothing for the fans to be upset about that they have to pay a higher tax. Also, it is going to be, they want to make it kind of like SoFi, where you have hotels, like Spence said, hotels around. You have restaurants. You have venues all around the area. It's going to be a 365 area to go to. That's why it's a dome. They could possibly have the Final Four there in basketball. They could probably have college football. They could have the Super Bowl. Hello. Yes, they could have the Super Bowl. They could have all these different entities there at the new stadium that they can't have now. Why? Because there's not a dome. And even though the NFL said they'll never have a Super Bowl in a cold, open-air stadium, they did in Super Bowl 48 when the Broncos got their butt kicked by Seattle in New Jersey. That was a fiasco. That was horrible. That's never going to happen again. And the Broncos and a Walton Pennership ownership group know that they want a Super Bowl. They know that they want a 360 type of events at Mile High. Why do you think Jerry Jones did what he did with the Dallas Stadium? They have all kinds of stuff going on there. Why? Because it's affordable. I mean, affordable from the standpoint they have things around the stadium that brings people in. That's what brings in revenue. That's what brings in money. My question to you, though, Spence, and this was brought up in the article. I didn't bring it up in the topic. It's brought up in the article. People around Mile High Stadium right now are very concerned about what's going to happen to that area. I found out that land, once the Broncos officially move and that stadium is torn down, that land goes back to the state. What do you think happens to that land? Are they going to open? They're talking about opening it up to low-income housing. How is that going to affect western side of I-25?
I will say this. I hope and pray that there's some sensible people who make rational decisions. If you use that land to develop low-income housing, I mean, yeah, there's good and bad. If you use the land there to build condominiums and create a nice little town for affordable living or reasonable living, might be better. But unfortunately, and I know we don't get political, who's gonna be paying someone under the table to do a job or do this so that they benefit while the residents of Colorado don't? So you know what? You just hope you have a good business-minded government that makes a rational, good, logical, sensible decision and doesn't go, oh, we got to do this because it helps this, but it doesn't benefit the people as a whole.
Yeah. Jim in 819 says Burnham Yard, from what I've seen, looks so damn small, in my opinion. It's 58 acres for what they purchased, but they have aspirations and are in contracts to buy out the rest of the area around at a very good price for those people to take. I don't know what that is, but they need to be at least 80 acres to 100 acres for what they are wanting to do. And you know what? If you got the money like the Walton Pennership ownership group has, yeah, money talks. Somebody walks up to you and says, I'll give you $20 million for this property. Are you going to say no? I sure the heck wouldn't. There's no way. I'm not saying 20 million. I don't know. I'm just saying somebody offered that. Would you say no? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. He also follows up, Jim in 819 says, I'm not a fan of all the retractable roof stadium. It requires constant maintenance and teams been having trouble with those. Okay, that may be true. Again, I don't feel that the Walton Pennership ownership group is really concerned. They're going to get the best architects. They're going to get the best design. That doesn't money. Okay, I can't say this for me, and I probably can't even say it for them. But in my opinion, money doesn't matter at this point. If they're willing to pony up any amount of money to get a stadium, a state-of-the-art stadium, in my opinion, to blow the doors off of SoFi Stadium, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And you guys got to remember, Walton Penner's wife is the daughter, or the sister's the daughter or the sister of Stan Kroenke.
Sister-in-law.
Sister. Okay. Well, there you go. So it's relationship. You don't think there's a little bit of, I got one up on you? Come on. You know that's what it is. You know that. And if Stan Kroenke owns the Avalanche and the Nuggets, and Walton Penner owns the Broncos and is looking to buy the Rockies, you don't think there's competition there? You don't think that, hey, guess what I got? You think the Rockies suck now? Wait till I got them. I mean, come on. I'm just saying. So yes, I do believe that they're going to look into all the parameters of how to make the best system work with the snow, with the rain, with the wind, everything. I mean, if in all honesty, guys, if Stan Kroenke could pull off the magic of what he did with SoFi to put that stadium 200 feet below ground level because of the jets coming into LAX, yeah, 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 they can do it. What do you think, Spence?
Yeah. Personally, as much as a domed stadium or a retractable roof makes sense, I want that element that makes Colorado unique. And who was it?
Oh, so you agree with Jim and 819 with the don't stand what makes this team special goes away to me.
Yeah, with his previous comment, which I want our rivals to breathe that thin, mile-high air, rain, sleet, snow, whatever. I love being outside. I'm claustrophobic. I am too, even though I have to stay in all the time. No, you know what? So few of us can say this and put our hand in the air. I went to a football game. I've talked about it before, between the Broncos and Chargers, your beloved Chargers, back in 1985 at Old Mile High Stadium, where it was a huge snowstorm. And we just got in snowball fights and just watched the game. And it was so much fun. But it was the element of that game that gave the Broncos the win and the victory. So you want to know something? You take the uniqueness away from Colorado when you bring in a retractable roof. I see why they're doing this, and I see the potential and the business element and the higher get a Super Bowl type of element that they're trying to do. I see that. So you know what? Whatever they do, all good with them. Yo, Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer. Woohoo. Friday. Jack Kennedy says, I'm back, brothers. Well, guess what? We're glad you're back because we haven't even touched on the Raider topic yet. So we're good.
Oh, there's a Raider topic? Do tell.
Yeah. We got to keep moving. Do I do the Raider topic now?
Yeah, do the Raider topipic now.
Holy crap, man. You guys have got me all going all over the place tonight, man. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Because you know what? If it wasn't for the chat, why are we even doing the freaking show, right? Why are we even doing the show if we ain't got any?
CBS orchestra. I thought that was the Abs orchestra, Paul.
Hold on now. Hold on. All right. I had to get my things all back in order. Okay. Upside down, everything. Jack, you got me on a step. Okay. Here we go, Jack. This is just for you. Geno Smith did something that hasn't been done on the Raiders since 1980. What, win a game? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. That's not part of the thing. Smith surpassed Dan Pastorini's team debut of 317 passing yards. What did Geno Smith get? 318? No. 362 passing yards against the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots aren't the best team in the league, but it doesn't matter. When you do so, Geno Smith was on Seattle with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is the head coach of the Raiders. Geno Smith is now on the Raiders. Pete Carroll knows him. 362 passing yards is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I don't care what defense you're playing against. All right. The Raiders won the game as well, 20-13. 362 yards. Just blowing the doors off of Dan Pastorini's Raider debut. So, what do you think of Geno Smith moving forward, going? Oh, wait a minute. The Raiders play the Chargers this week, don't they?
No, yes, they do.
Let's see if Geno Smith is going to have the same kind of success. Hopefully he does, because I hate the freaking Chargers. So I'm rooting for the Raiders. So that being said, Spence, what do you make of Geno Smith's 362 yards? Is that a Pete Carroll connection? Is it a Geno Smith ability? Or is it the Patriots' horrible defense?
Patriots' horrible defense.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, no, hey,
Wow.
don't get me wrong. You know, I picked the Raiders because I thought they were a more complete team than the Patriots are, who is trying to figure out their way. But the Raiders, now they're coming up against the Chargers, and boy, do these guys have battles, the Raiders and the Chargers. So it's going to be a fun Monday night football game. Yeah, Monday night football is your Chargers, Bill, against Jack's Raiders. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun to see these guys going after each other. If you want me to make a pick, I'm not making a pick right now, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
That don't look like a lightning bolt. Just saying. Just saying.
I thought.
See, Paul, you're my kind of guy. I hate the Chargers. I agree. I don't know. Does anybody see any yellow up there? I don't see any yellow in my room. I said this. I believe I said this during neighborhood, or I might have said it last Friday. My wife bought me a yellow shirt. She goes, I think this will look good on you. I said, you're kidding, right? You're kidding. She goes, no, put it on. I said, I put that freaking thing on. She goes, I want to see what it looks like. I said, no, I held it up like this away from my body. I said, I'm putting that freaking thing on. She goes, but it's nice. It got blue on it. Yeah, that's the problem. It's got little blue specks on there. I know. I ain't. She took it back. Spence, don't start on the chart because Bill will get on his. I just did.
Did. That's why I put that up there.
I just did. Oh my gosh. All right. You ready for some punishment?
Bring it.
Really? Punishment? How about a freaking slap on the wrist?
Well, I'm married to a Latina. I get slapped harder than just on the wrist.
I could say something. Or should I say it? Did I do that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Or you get slapped on the butt. Anyways, all right. The NFL is fining Eagles defensive tackle Carter $57,222 for spitting on Dak Prescott. The league also said the game. This is going to piss me off. NFL also said the game he was suspended from will serve as his 1-game suspension. I'm going to blow up at this. Let me continue. Jalen Carter will not appeal the results. Of course he won't. He really didn't get suspended. He got ejected from a game he already suited up for. He already practiced. He already went to a game film. He did all of those things prior to leading up to the freaking game. When a player gets suspended, they are removed from any team activities. You can't go to meetings. You can't go to practice. You can't have nothing to do with weights or working out, nothing. So how is this a legitimate suspension? It's not. And the fine is pathetic. The guy makes millions of dollars. A $57,000 fine expenses like me and you getting a $100 fine, period. That's the way it is. The NFL is coddling to these guys. Why? Because, they make money for the NFL. They make money for the team. They bring out fans. I don't give a frosty. You know what? I'm sick and tired of this crap. I'm sick and tired of these guys getting away from this stuff. And Spence, if you don't take over, I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
No, there should have been at least one full game suspension. Oh, he got suspended for the entire game. No. There was a play before he did that. So he got suspended for 99. There should have been a full week suspension on top of that. You cannot tolerate this disrespect that took place here at all. And I'm telling you, the NFL cuddled. Oh, we love Philadelphia. We love they love KC.
Go ahead and comment right there.
Bill, the NFL wants Carter back because if the Eagles lose, it will be because the NFL suspended Carter. Well, you want to know something? You make that.
So what?
You cannot treat. Sorry, Jack. You cannot treat the Raiders different from the Eagles. You cannot treat Kansas City different from the Denver Broncos. Everybody has to be equal. This is favoritism because the NFL loves the Eagles. They love all the football teams east of the Mississippi River. Eagles are they're the defending Super Bowl champions. No, you want to know something, Bill? I'll get to one of your teams. If a Charger player did this, he would be suspended for week 2.
One of my teams. Oh my gosh. Joe Brewer says, remember the Chiefs were, I'm sorry. Remember they were playing the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why.
Yeah, that's why. That's probably why, because, and isn't that
they're playing the Chiefs this week.
No,
so that's why they want him in there.
It's an afternoon game. It's not the Sunday night game. It's the 1
right,
o'clock.
But what he's saying is that's why they want Carter in there, because they're playing the Chiefs.
Favoritism. You want a full rematch of the Super Bowl. Right. You don't want to have.
All right. Let me bring something else in. How do I do this delicately?
Don't just say it.
Okay. If it were the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins and something like this happened, they could give a Rasputin. They could care less. But because the Eagles and the Chiefs, because it's a rematch of the Super Bowl, they want to have the best players on the field. So we're not going to suspend him. We're going to call it, this is his suspension. But the point is that he was able to work out. He was able to go through all the things that led up to the game. How can that be a full week suspension? When you're suspended, you cannot attend any of those things. So this is a double standard. And that's my biggest pet peeve in life is double standard. When somebody says, I can do this, but you can't because I'm the owner oh, your wife says that she can do this, but you can't. Anyways, going back, but you see what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. You can't say it's okay for Carter to play, but it's not okay for, I don't know, somebody else.
No, imagine this. If Philadelphia had a game scheduled at home against Miami for week 2, he's getting suspended for that full week.
There you go. Jack kind of nailed it. Hell, if it was a Raiders player, we'd be suspended for a year.
Exactly.
No kidding.
Exactly. Preferential treatment because Kansas City and Philadelphia, they're loved by the NFL. There are preferential son and daughters. Oh, we love them. We love them.
Ooh, I don't know about this, Joe. He says, Bill and Spence, with Carter and spitting, you take the Georgia Bulldog out of Georgia, but you can't take the Bulldog out of player. You have to learn that the NFL is different than college. You have to be disciplined. You have to be focused on what you need to do. Sure, there's emotions, there's passion. We as fans have emotions and passion, but that doesn't mean that if somebody taunts me in the stands, and I've had this happen before when I've been at Bronco Charger games, cheering for the Broncos, I've had stuff thrown at me. You cannot engage in a physical activity. You got to diffuse the issue. And that's not what this guy did. He escalated it. Dak
Yeah.
Prescott did the right thing. He didn't retaliate. And that's the proper way to go. But Carter needs to have his actions have a consequence. And in my opinion, that's not the proper consequence.
Interesting here by Joe Brewer. Bill, go look at the legal problems Carter had before the draft. It was a red flag to a lot of people. Yes, it was.
Okay, so that's Dak prostate.
Prostate. Whoa, hello.
Is that Dak Prescott's problem? No. Is that the NFL's problem? Yes, for allowing it. But the main issue is why did the Eagles take this guy? Oh, he's a great player. Oh, we'll overlook his problems. No, you can't, because what happens to a mushroom in a dark room? It grows. It grows and it becomes a problem. You cannot allow a cancer in a locker room to materialize. And that's what this guy is doing. And he's obviously proved it on the field. Now, I know you guys are probably going to say, those of you old enough are going to say, well, look at Bill Romanowski. He spit in the 49ers face. Yes, he did. And I condone that as well. I did not approve of that. I said he should be fined. He should be suspended. Yep. I agree. And he was. But the NFL needs to take hard grounds. They need to take hard measures with these guys. Otherwise, you're allowing the inmates to run the asylum, and you can't allow that with the NFL, or the NFL will never be what we want it to be.
Victory lap. Yo, victory lap. He said he's late, 25 push-ups. No, just down a beer. Just down a beer as fast as you can. And victory, by the way,
lap, you came in on one of my hottest tangents.
Joe Brewer, prostate, when did this turn to a men's medical
pod? Well, you know.
Well, if we want to talk about geographic atrophy, or
when I get wound up about anything, I have a tendency to let my mouth overload my brain. So I say things before I think of it. So whatever comes out usually comes out all jacked up sometimes. And if you've watched this show, our show, any previous shows I've done before I had Spence on, you will notice that I have a tendency at times when I get all spun up to overload my mouth before my brain kicks in. Just say.
Amen to that.
So I didn't mean to say prostate. I meant to say Prescott.
But it certainly led to some good tangents.
If you have a beer, you forget if I have a beer. Oh, my gosh. What do you mean I need to get new lights? Bill, got new lights, huh? Huh? No, I didn't get new lights. What are you talking about?
Victor, he opened the shutters.
Oh, the shutters are open. Would you like me to close them? I mean, I like it. It's up to you guys. Although I get these white lines on my face, kind of like I got one of them, what are the things called when you have to breathe with them? And I don't wear them things. I breathe perfectly fine. My wife is next to me and we cuddle. I breathe perfectly fine. She's a wonderful woman. Anyways, Joe Brewer says, Bill, if the NFL did not ban the KC wide receiver Rice for causing that huge accident, he only got 6 worth of suspension. 6 worth? 6 what? 6 games of suspension proves if you are a draw for the NFL, they strap you under it. Absolutely. That's the problem. It's a double standard. That's what I don't like. It's a double standard. When there's a double standard, if anything, a double standard at home, a double standard at the workplace, a double standard on a sports team, a double standard in driving with rules. You cannot have a double standard. If it's a rule, it's a rule. If it's a law, it's a law. Period. Double standard confuses and makes it completely non-respectable. You cannot respect the double standards. You can't, because you don't know what side of the fence you're on. And that's the main problem. Ooh, Jack Cat said, Spence, I just cracked number 4.
I can't go past number 3. The boss is on me already. So, Jack, you win.
Oh, Rudy wants your phone number, buddy.
Well, that's up to you. You can give it to him. He can text
Conan
me.
said, may I have your phone number? I'd love to talk and get to meet you. Wow.
I'm married already, Rudy.
Well, I don't think he's going down that road, but all right. Well, I put it this way, I sure hope not. All right. We are going to get into this week's, guys, this week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
Yeah, he does. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs are in need of a wide receiver. And there's been talk about a wide receiver going back to Kansas City. Oh, really? Would they want this guy back? Here it is. Tyreek Hill's estranged wife has filed court papers claiming Hill committed domestic violence against her again. Hang on. TMZ obtained documents from Keta Vaccaro alleging 8 more separate incidences of domestic violence. 8 more? Hold on. She is an estranged wife, which means she's not living with him, but he's still finding contact with her 8 more times? Hang on, let me continue. Hill has not been criminally charged as of last Tuesday. Well, that's only 3 days ago. The five-time All-Pro has been at the center of numerous off-field incidents since 2022. We're in 2025, guys. Does this guy ever understand? Does he ever get the fact you cannot abuse people? You cannot do what he thinks is okay to do? Now, the police have not charged him. That's correct. But they are looking into the allegations. And the allegations are there. And she filed 8 more criminal attacks against her with the courts. Is Tyreek Hill looking to be suspended indefinitely from the NFL? Or is the NFL going to turn a blind eye because Tyreek Hill gives them money? What do you think, Spence?
No, you want to know something? Someone here in the chat, not going to call you out, said, oh, he should go back to Kansas City. And I said, no. Kansas City got rid of him because they saw this coming. They saw how much he was going to hurt the culture. He was going to hurt the team. And ever since he's been in Miami, he's done some good, some bad on the field. Off the field, he has been a disaster. Here's the thing I'm asking the estranged wife. Why aren't you filing for divorce, getting out of town, get as far away from this guy as you can? 8 more times. We talked about this over the summer, where this guy was doing all this stuff in the and on the 35th floor of the high rise, and she's still allowed for it. I mean, come on. Tyreek, his career might be just about over if all the allegations are true and he gets indicted and prosecuted and everything like that. There is no justification for any domestic violence. None. Zip, zero, nada. If the estranged wife is trying to milk him for as many dollars as he can, you know what? You're asking for trouble. These two should just go their separate way, be done with it. Tyreek, you need help. You need to get off that hill that you're on. You know what I have talked about on this show so many times. You get to this level where you're at the top of the mountain with money, fame, fortune, everything like that, and you think, oh, I'm invincible. I could do whatever I want. Smack somebody around. No. There are repercussions for something like that, and you're about to find out. His career might be done with the NFL. You tell me, anybody here, I don't even think, Jack, you would want him. Do you want someone who is going to damage and destroy the culture of the team because he has an athletic gift? No, thank you. God have mercy on his soul. Get rid of Tyreek Hill, rebuild the Dolphins, come back. I'm just, you know what? I'm done with these two. I don't want to hear about them ever again.
Wow. I like your emotion, dude. You really got into it this time. I like that. I like that. You usually try and calm me down, but that was good. I like that. Jack Dennis says, that is a problem. The NFL calls the league an entertainment league, not a sport. The reason for all the double standards. That's my problem. I don't like the double standards. Victor Lap, nice to see you. Said Tyreek is a mess ever since he left KC. Do you think he was a problem in KC, or do you think it happened in Miami?
He was a problem in KC, and that's why they said, you know what, go get rid of you. We don't need your trouble. Joe Brewer had an interesting one here, but Spence, you're forgetting the women mindset of thinking
they can change him.
They can change him at this time.
That's true. That's true.
It is true, but you can't change someone who continually does something and doesn't learn from it. I mean, there is no change. Oh, sorry about that. There is no change in Tyreek Hill.
The other thing too is I think is that when you get ego and fame and money, you think you can do anything you want to do.
Yep.
And I think that's what a lot of these athletes, I'm not going to single out Tyreek Hill, although that's the point. But other players think the same thing. I mean, we could go down the list of jackass of the week that have thought that. But you go and do hey, I'm invincible. You've said it many, many times, Spence, that, hey, I'm untouchable. I'm on top of the world. You know, my S doesn't stink. You know, I can do this, I can do that. You can't do that. Just because you're able to, what's the word for being humility, humble, is to know that you can, but you don't. To know that you can, but you don't. That's being humble. And when you think you can, and then exercise that move, now you cross that line. And for somebody to hurt a female just absolutely rips at my heart, rips at my core. I can never ever think of ever hurting my wife, ever, or my granddaughter, or my mom. She's in heaven now, but you know, and I just can't fathom that. Just absolutely cannot fathom that. All right, let's back out of that jackass of the week. We're done with Tyreek Hill, hopefully permanently. We'll be right back.
You suck, you jackass.
Amen.
All right. Jahdae Barron, the Broncos' first-round draft pick. Listen to what he had to say about the first game of his NFL career. This is interesting. I like it. Broncos' first-round pick, cornerback Jahdae Barron, said after enjoying his NFL debut that he felt it went much better than expected. Okay, I don't know what he expected, but here's quote, and I quote: "It felt real. I had a lot of passion for the fans. They're amazing. The coaches and all the players around me, they just kept pushing me. They kept pushing me to be better. They did exactly that." End quote. That is in my opinion, is a very true person who went into the NFL without the highest expectations and welcomed the pushing, the effort that the players and the coaches gave him, and he responded. That's what a player should do when they come to the NFL. Don't expect that you're going to be up here. Expect you're going to be down here, and they're going to elevate you to be where you need to be. He said it felt great. It felt good. They pushed me, and I responded. Oh, my gosh, Spence. What do you take from that?
No, I take it. This is someone who loves the NFL, who loves the game, who wants to learn, who wants to succeed, who wants to be a team player. He didn't go into the I, me. Mm-hmm. He showed the team aspect, humble, modest, honest. And I think so far so good. And there we go, the humble mindset. This is someone who comes in, doesn't think I'm number one, I'm the man, I'm going to start. No, he wants to contribute to the success of this team. I hope this grows further on this defense, and he keeps growing and growing. He's going to be challenged an awful lot this season. So I hope he's up for the mindset. So game 1, good job. Let's see what happens when we go to Indy.
Yep. Jack Kenna, I know you mentioned this before, but I'm going to bring it up again. There's a Raiders Hall of Fame wide receiver, Fred Biletnikoff, number 25. His daughter was killed by domestic violence. Never will Tyreek Hill be a Raider. Amen. Absolutely. You know what? We've mentioned it many times. I know Jack is very, very close to you, being a Raider fan, and that is extremely sad. And nobody should ever have to suffer extreme violence at the hands of somebody else, especially if you say you love them and then you prove otherwise. Jack, I'm very, very sorry for that. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Barron is the opposite of Paxton Lynch. Do you agree?
Yep. Yes, absolutely.
So 100%. Paxton Lynch was all about him.
Oh, Paxton Lynch was all about Paxton, not the Broncos.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Jack Kent says that I've heard that Jari Barron was third string. Is that right? As being the best slot corner and the first round draft. Yes. No, he wasn't third string. He was second string. He was a backup. He did come into the game and play quite well. They targeted him several times because PS2 was shutting down everybody on his side, but he did. There was some miscues, but he did hold his own. But yeah, he was third string originally. They elevated him to second string behind Moss. I think it was behind Moss, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, all right,
guys.
Now, guys, I know you look forward to this. The last 2 segments in the show. All right.
I know my wife is.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not clapping because I know you enjoy it. But anyway, okay. Sean Payton has surpassed. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
This is going to anger me. So hold on to your seatbelts, guys. Strap your seatbelts in because I am bringing it. Sean Payton has surpassed the legendary Mike Shanahan as the Broncos' all-time winningest head coach in Denver.
What?
Hold on.
I know.
This is bizarre. I disagree with this. What do you think? Payton, yes, has more wins total, but not more wins with the Broncos. Shanahan coached the Broncos for over a decade. Payton has been with Denver's head coach for less than 4 seasons. What are they talking about? I'll tell you what they're talking about. Overall, they're talking about. And because Sean Payton surpassed what Mike Shanahan had with the Broncos, they say he surpassed Sean Payton as the Broncos' all-time winningest head coach. Are you freaking kidding me? No way. Sean Payton has more wins as a Denver Bronco head coach than, Mike Shanahan should say has more wins as a Broncos head coach than Sean Payton does. but because they're basing it on overall, I don't give a rat's patoot if he won 145,000 wins on some of the team. Doesn't matter. What matters is how much you've won with this freaking team. So shut up, NFL. Shut up with your stupid stats. Sean Payton did not pass Mike Shanahan with the all-time wins that Mike Shanahan has with the Denver Broncos. So I don't care what you want to throw out there with your numbers. I don't care what they want to be, 785 to 770. Who cares? What cares is what you have not done compared to Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And I've said that till I'm freaking Bronco blue in the face. And I'll continue to say it. And Sean Payton did not pass him in wins with the Denver Broncos. Period. Say what you want, NFL. Say what you want with your stupid ass stats. And I'm going to have a heart attack here if I don't stop. You better take over, Spence.
No. You want to know something? Standing ovation for that. Well said. I can't say anything else. I think you hit everything on the hammer, on the nail there with the hammer. So well said, Bill. That's your moment in the spotlight.
Oh, sure. Turn it back to me when I ain't got no freaking pulse left. I mean,
The boss.
All right, Jack Kenneth says, Bill and Spence, I have a fun fact for you guys in Denver fans. Let me grab my notes from the Wild Wild West show. You two will love it. Oh, boy. Let's see where that's coming from. Let's see where that's going. Jack Kenneth says, I've heard that Jay Barron was third string. Oh, I already said that. Never mind. We're done. What are we doing? What are we rolling on to?
Got to move it along. The boss is getting antsy.
Okay. Boss, I'm sorry, Anna. Your husband delayed the show. Just kidding. Just kidding.
My fault, as always.
All right. The Denver Broncos this Sunday play the Indianapolis Colts. Two horses going head to head. No, the Broncos are not a freaking donkey, so shut the heck up. A donkey and a horse are not the same. This is a preview, okay? So I have the final score, which I'm not going to reveal right now.
All
that
right.
I have. So Denver goes into Indy, a dome stadium, a la what Denver will have in 3031 or sorry,
Retractable roof.
2031, retractable roof, yes. And the Broncos don't normally play well in dome stadiums. They haven't played well in Indianapolis as of late on the road. Do the Denver Broncos get untracked on offense? And Sean Payton said he needs to run the offense better, get the running game more involved, have less passing plays for Bo Nix, have a mix of 50, 50, 50, 60, 40, 55, 45 type of mix, which he didn't have against the Titans. He thought the Titans defense would be weak against the pass, and it wasn't. Do the Broncos regroup? Do the Broncos get back on track like they should be? Or is this a trap game that the Broncos are going to get caught in?
I think this is a wake-up call game. Look, anybody who I had Red Zone on, and they played a lot of the Indy-Miami game. Miami looked awful, and awful is being very polite. Indy scored on 7 of their 8 possessions, and Miami just didn't look like – they looked like a junior college team. The Broncos defense is for real. They're going to go into Indianapolis. They're going to put a stop to all this shenanigans of Indy scoring and everything like that. The offense is going to wake up because it's going to be a few hours ahead for them. Instead of 10 o'clock in the morning, it will be Indy, I think, is West Coast, East Coast time. So they'll be at 1 o'clock. The playbook's going to open up. Bo Nix has a game under his belt. I'm predicting a final score of Denver 30, Indy 9.
I'm not anywhere close to that, dude. Nowhere close. Before we get to that, hit the Jack Cannon one. Okay, back. Cortland Sutton is now top 10 with 33 touchdowns, tied with Eric Decker. Also top 10 to pass Emmanuel Sanders in yards. Okay, that's a fact.
All right.
Okay,
Nice.
so I don't know where he's going with that, but I don't know if he wanted us to comment or if there was a question, but that's fine.
That was when Manning was with the Colts. Manning's not with the Colts anymore. We've got their number.
Yep. Okay. My take on the Broncos Colts preview of the game is this. Denver hasn't played. I mean, we played them in the preseason. That's preseason. Okay, that's preseason. Yes, things were different because, Sean Payton knew that, we're going to play them in the season. And yes, we did win that game, but it was our backups. There was nothing really to show with our starters. Does Denver go into Indy this Sunday and beat the Colts? Handily, you say yes. I totally disagree. Do I think the Broncos can win the game? Yes. Do I think it's going to be a blowout? No. I have the final score, Denver 19, Indianapolis 17. Why am I saying it's a close game? Because I don't have confidence in Bo Nix right now. I don't. He did not see enough of the preseason and game action to get his legs and feet under where he needs to be. That being said, that means the defense has to step up again. They cannot continue to do this and put the Broncos in positive situations because eventually the defense is going to break down. It's inevitable. You can't keep the defense on the field for a super lengthy time because what happens is they get tired. They get worn down. If the offense goes out 3 and out, constantly 3 and out, then you cannot expect the defense to do what the defense is supposed to do, and that is shut down the opposing offense. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So my point is, yes, I feel the Broncos will win the game. I don't feel it's going to be a blowout. It's in a dome. It's on the road. It's against Indy, which Indy is not all that great, but it's against Indy, and the Colts did beat the hapless Dolphins. Yes, that's true. But the Broncos have to figure out their issues on offense. They have to figure out their offensive line. They're allowing players of the defense to come in and disrupt Bo Nix. Bo Nix is still a little bit sketchy when it comes to his happy feet. So the Broncos, in my opinion, will win this game 19-17, but it's not going to be spectacular. It's going to be an ugly win. That's how I feel. Jack Cannon says Spence is in trouble. That's what Jack's saying. That Spence is in trouble because he left the show.
No, I'm in trouble because we went over the allocated time by the boss.
Well, things happen.
Yeah, things happen. So I've got to wrap up.
All right, you want to do it, or can you do it, or you want me to do it?
I'll do it. Hang on here. Let me tell the boss one quick thing.
Say, give me 5 minutes, babe. I'll be right there.
No, she wants to go to Backyards Restaurant here in Santa Clarita, and she's like, you got to be there in 15 minutes. Or else.
Hey, okay, what's Backyards Restaurant? Tell me real quick.
Oh, it's a nice little pub, sports bar. It's
what do they serve?
Fish tacos.
Ooh, man. Wow.
So
Okay, cool.
I got to run before the boss
Go-
gets screaming and yelling at me. So let's go down
Go
the
to the
list.
chat.
Terry Speed, thank you so much. Sorry, Del Mar's not running. I didn't have anything for Los Alamitos, but I appreciate your support. And Aiden's friends are now calling. Daniel Miller, thank you for all the insight with Colorado. Colorado is only down by 2 points, and they're looking good in the second quarter. So I don't think Dion's getting fired yet.
This can be like a thoroughbred race, trying to get to the very end of the chat. Go ahead.
Yeah, here we go. And yes, Jack Kenna, I am in trouble. So that's why I'm saying, Jack Kenna, thank you for all your feedback. Appreciate your comments. Rudy, yeah, I know you want to meet, dude. We'll figure it out. ASAP Hood Goat. Thank you for your comments. They were a little out of bounds, left, right, anything, but we appreciate you being part of the show. David Yonkin, thank you so much. We appreciate your comments. Rodney Garcia, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being a part of the show. Avatar, welcome back. Bill's really missed you. All is good here. Mike Naylor, thank you so much for being a part of the show and your comments. We appreciate your input. Johnny Linares, thank you so much for being a part of the show. D-Rod, amen. For
D-Rock,
thank you for being a part of the show. Jimin, thank you for your comments and being a part of it. Paul Schaefer, I know you're a little late. You got to do 25 push-ups like Victory Lap. Victory, thank you so much. Hope you downed a few beers to catch up. That's everybody in the chat. Back to you, Bill.
Dude, I'm not going to take much more of your time. That was absolutely spectacular. You got the final leg kick to the finish line. Love it. Guys, thank you so much each and every week. Spence has got to get out of here. Until next Friday, guys, have a fantastic weekend. We love each and every one of you. Have a fantastic week. We will talk to you next Friday. Enjoy Broncos football this Sunday. Enjoy the neighborhood. Till then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down 'cause the